by actual legit things because your intros were legit. I reckon it's taking the time for creating this sort of internet media. They decided to get back to do that. Need to know. Played by Zach of Fatal Farm, who would deliver advice to the viewer in a deadpan, matter-of-fact, and authoritative way. I'm Mark Harrison, and welcome to show you how to that the video is essentially part of a giant trolling ironically makes the fake out for Microsoft Notepad. Songs in your iTunes library. Just wasted their time. Another notorious how-to. Within 24 hours, it had surpassed 13,000 views, and after a week, the number skyrocketed to over 200,000. Today, it sits over the it wouldn't be long before some pointed out that wasn't the thing. But the video continued to spread on YouTube, and in the early days, stuff like this had relevance for much longer than it does now when we have, people dying out of days, Reddit exposing every fake thing. The baseness of this Google video, Google still with messages about it. The own employees were shocked they didn't know.
radar at all.
Oh my God.
And my friend's roommate had to explain to them that it was all a hoax.
Yeah.
Now the
Had to release
You'll have to get your hands
and
dirty.
address it because people were contacting them about it.
A writer for Blogoscope published an article about the situation and reached out to Google for a statement directly. They replied by saying, quote, Mark Erickson's Infinite Solutions segment highlights Gmail's seemingly infinite powers, from gobs of storage and lightning-fast surge to some of the best anti-spam action in the business. And how about that sweet Easter egg cowbell in Gmail chat? Alas, Mark Eric's Google TV beta is simply a figment of his total imagination, but a great entertainment for all of us here at the Google Press. So this was Google outright confirming that Google TV wasn't a thing and Mark Erickson was a phony in his guy at Bogus. Seeing the attention that video was receiving and Google's response, the two quickly created an update for the channel. They claimed that due to how many people were accessing Google TV, the company had made it more difficult to gain access to the beta.
It looks like the Google TV beta video has exploded like a rocket delivered. No one was expecting this, not me. It's going to be Google wants us to continue with the beta testing and do the sign-up procedure. Logging accounts will be substantially, someone suggested the activation. I haven't verified that yet, but I'm more concerned by the allegations that this is a hoax. Infinite Solutions is some type of a joke. I assure you it's not. Prove it. I'm going to show you Google TV running on this computer.
This was obviously done in an attempt to keep up the facade and to give an explanation as to why the video may not have worked out. As proof of its legitimacy, Mark advocates Google TV on the hey, most likely this was involved by first meeting. You can tell because there are moments when it sounds like on-screen movements, which
Your father was this?
reality the keyboard and
That
mouse
explains a lot.
Zach was just trying to align with
What is that place? Never go there.
This is Infinite Solutions by Mark Erickson. Not ILM. Any way I can fake this? This is real. This is Google TV. It's live.
How is he here? That is not possible.
This Google situation had gotten so big around the time that you had people making videos trying to expose Infinite Solution, and sort of these mini trolls in their own right who were making videos saying that it actually works. They to the confusion, and they pretended to be their average viewer, creating a channel called GZ91660 and posted a response video. They claimed the tutorial had worked after 142 tries, similar to the update video. They showed footage on screen as proof. It's working.
I got it on my 14 login.
Real quick, give me your blades. Why? I said I'd help you, and I ain't too. Come on.
All of this myself. I don't know if things changed, but that's what I did.
Eventually, with the host being
Be right
blocked by
back.
Google, the story would die down over time. And when all things were said and done, the was actually rather impressed with the stunt that Infinite Solutions
Back slowly, get here with your blades.
They kind of became legends in early use. Despite being known for popular Infinite Solutions video would actually end up being the fourth of the original five. It was a tutorial on how to unlock a hidden game mode in Minesweeper that
ball hanging in the middle of the door there.
This video is over 8 million, making it so popular on the channel. Other classic Infinite Solutions videos include the following: produce fresh by microwaving it to kill bacteria, making your mail code that bypasses stops in the postage
See
system.
there? It's a
How to
little
buy
ball hanging in the middle of the
in your
door.
backyard. Dinosaur cetaceans. You can see the theropods, tiny dogs, and temporal furniture. Undoubtedly,
Old enough to freeze a pair of
the
pigeons.
final episode
I
of
sometimes wonder if there was once some sort of accident in his brain.
City for less
We
than
have been away too
$100,
long.
and it was just as fake as all the others. Infinite Solutions would wrap up in 2007, but this wasn't the end of Fatal Farm's YouTube adventure. Their next work would be their most infamous, Lasagna Cat. 4 months after Infinite Solutions came to a close, Jeffrey created a channel known as Lasagna Cat, which was home to a bizarre series that reenacted certain Garfield comic strips in live action and parodied them in music segments framed as tributes to Garfield's creator, Jim Davis. The episodes featured Jeffrey dressed as John Arbuckle, with Zach usually donning the Garfield Pinocchio costume. When the series came out, it took the internet by storm. After Infinite Solutions had brought their first bit of exposure, Zach and Jeffrey were in the spotlight spotlight once again. 26 episodes of Lasagna Cat were posted all at once on January 14th of 2008. Over the years, the channel gained a cult-like following. I could make an entire video about the story and history of Lasagna Cat, but I just think it's worth mentioning that the guys got this happened. Fatal Farm was built on the stage for iconic features such as comedy skits for Eating Meal and the Harry Food Old many advertising projects done for countless well-known brands. The biggest movie in the history of the site and legendary how-to guides. Let me know what you guys thought about this video down below in the comment section, and let me know who or what you're going to talk about next. Major shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys. Wait for episode now. Peace. It's really the true chaotic neutral of the internet. One day, these guys might be participating in a harassment campaign against a preteen girl and her family, and then the next day they might band together to organize a birthday party. Would be posted to 4chan showing an overweight man dead and the reason why? Over explains that him and his friends were laughing at the man, taking photos of him, and making fun of him. The man apparently realizes this, sees them taking the photos, and no longer wishes to dance and assumes this sad demeanor. This photo was uploaded to 4chan anonymously. It's likely the poster thought that they would be met with a fellowship of bullies who would collectively gawk at his mean-spirited photography. But surprisingly, that's not what happened. Instead, a series of events would begin to unfold that ultimately led to the internet rallying behind this dancing man. From bullied to beloved, this is the story of 4chan's dancing man. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to today's video. Look, banks are annoying and often have complicated fees. A simple way to save and spend. Check out the app. Well, that solution is Current. Current is a Visa-backed debit card and phone app that simplifies your finances. Setup is easy. Sign up with Current.
Sorry, Bob, I'm still stuck in my head. This was your father?
You should focus on getting out of hell.
And with that, I cannot argue. Just contemplate everything you get to decide.
Also has custom cashback and paycheck advances, so there's some flexibility. So if you want to get your hands on this, go to my link in the description box. That's current.com. Shout out to them for sponsoring. Let's get on to the video. Fair warning, to begin the story, we have to browse through your driving thread. A lot of degenerates in this one. So act natural, don't make eye contact, trust me, everything will be fine.
we even know, who is this 4chan?
On February 13th of 2015, a thread would be published of 4chan's politically incorrect board titled "The Official Friday Fat Shame." The post read, "That's right, Cole. It's time for a fat shame thread. Fat people are a burden to society. Share your stories and pictures of fat diseases." Apparently, users of Cole had made it like a weekly ritual on Friday to just gather around and poop on overweight people. It was pretty much a thread full of pictures taken from Google images and people joking on the posts in these images. Now, after scrolling down the page for some time, eventually one comes across today's post of interest, the Dancing Man. The original caption of this post read, "Spotted this specimen trying to dance the other day. You stopped when you saw us laughing." Now, considering the state of affairs for this thread, you would think that people would know about this image and immediately go into the comments and start mocking the man in his photos for the weight. But what actually happened is the guy who posted the photos immediately starts getting flack for uploading them. Apparently, this poster had gone too far. That pic hit me right in the feels. God damn you for adding to that guy's misery. Now, I've been a regular on polls for years now, and I just have to say that this is not what our polls are about. You, sir, are a foul person. You're a dick. I really think him being embarrassed and depressed is now going to help him. He's going straight for the cheese. Yeah, you would think in a nasty place like this, it's anything goes. But apparently, at least according to these 4chan users, this anonymous poster had crossed the line. After all, this guy was at a dance party who was just trying to have a little bit of fun. And for what? Just so this guy could be the cool dude on 4chan for 10 minutes? Yeah, bro, that's really gonna get you laid right makes me sad. This guy looks totally fucking alright. Doesn't deserve that freaking dance. Not even funny by that. Just let the guy dance. This is how super I watched this injustice being spread outside of 4chan across the general web. People express the desire to reach out and by the anonymous 4chan user. You know, they thought perhaps if they could track the guy down, they could do something that would right the wrong caused by this cheeky 4chan who was thinking of. So this begins the spread of hashtag fine dancing.
You made it!
The hunt started getting traction on Twitter when a Twitter user named Captain Fitch got a viral tweet addressing the dancing man. Twitter, can we find the man in this photo and tell him that he is beautiful and we love him? This tweet leads to a separate call to action by web journalist and activist Cassandra Fairbanks. Anyone know this man or who posted this? There's a huge group of ladies in Los Angeles who would like to do something special. Thousands online were collectively trying to track down the dancing man with the goal of doing something special and making internet history. And not only were they trying to make the dancing man's day, they would be spiting the bullying. Showing other potential bullies out there that shit like this is okay. After about 24 hours of hashtag find dancing man and the calls to action to locate this fellow had popped off, well, someone would come forward. On March 6th, Cassandra Fairbanks would share a photo from the enigmatic dancing man himself. He had been found and identified himself through Twitter. Turns out his name was Sean O'Brien. He was a 48-year-old single man working in the finance industry in the United Kingdom. Sean had been tipped off to the hunt for his identity thanks to an email sent by a friend who noticed his photos everywhere online. Sean would go on to say that he remembered people heckling him at the dance shown in the photos, but he didn't know the photos themselves were taken.
So, are you aware that anybody has taken photographs of you?
No one's taking photographs. I was aware that there was some comments and some snide looks and whatever. And it's happened before, it'll probably happen again, but I didn't realise anyone was taking photographs, so that comes as a surprise to me.
And upon becoming aware of the photos and the outpouring of support, Sean saw potential here for something good and decided to come forward. So what's next? The internet found their dancing man, and the man himself welcomed the attention. The possibilities for good here were limitless.
When I
Well,
was
to
a
save
kid,
your spot was basically to round up as many of her female friends as possible and throw a dance party for Sean. I mean, what a better way to stick it to the bully than surround Sean with a bunch of women for a night of dancing and festivities. So Cassandra, along with her friend Hope Lee, reportedly shared this dance party plan with over 1,000 women in the Los Angeles area. Many are on board with the idea, which leads to Hope forming the Dance Free movement as a base of operations. It was an anti-bullying campaign consisting of primarily female activists with the goal of spreading body positivity. And not long after, a GoFundMe is initiated to fund this hypothetical dance event. It quickly starts getting thousands of dollars, and by the end of the campaign, the GoFundMe had raised just over $40K for Sean's proposed dance party in Los Angeles. More pieces of the dance party puzzle would fall into place, with celebrities pledging their assistance with the music and entertainment elements of the party. It was going to be a star-studded lineup. Pharrell was coming, Moby, Andrew WK, and others voiced their intent to attend. And after a couple months planning, the event was given a date, Saturday, May 23rd, a dance party to celebrate Sean O'Brien. As the dates closed in on the date of the party, Sean O'Brien was flown from the United Kingdom to the United States by the Dance Free movement. And of course he knew he was being thrown a party, but it's unlikely that he knew that it was going to be this badass of a party.
London man who was initially mocked online for his dance move is now dancing up a storm here in Los Angeles tonight.
There's a packed house inside celebrating him, supporting him, and anyone else who's ever been bullied. The LA efforts raised $70,000 that will go to anti-bullying and positive body image programs in the U.S. and UK. Organizers will be posting new pictures of O'Brien dancing, maybe even sending a message to those who once mocked him.
If I knew who they were, I would just invite them to just come and dance. Because I think that the kind of people who are doing these things, they're probably in a lot of pain themselves.
I thought we were just friends.
Yes, that's all we are.
Would you like to see my body, Father Birch?
Jesus, absolutely not.
Do you like what you see, Father? Or wait, should I just call you Daddy?
No, I don't know anymore.
So you do want me? Admit it.
No,
Are we just friends, Father? Far away? Far away?
Hey, Dr. Bernard here. This is medicine. It's for muscle aches and pains, and you apply it to the skin. There's a label on the box that's required by law here in the United States, and it tells you how to take it. It says apply to affected area. If the area is not affected, might not want to apply it there, just like this patient will find out. I make a new video every month, so if you hit subscribe and the bell to get notifications, we can read all the references to subject matter and related cases linked in the description below together. A boy rubbed an entire tube of pain relief cream on all the parts in between his legs. This is what happened to his brain. CG is a 16-year-old boy presenting to the emergency room with abdominal pain, headache, and polyuria. Poly meaning many, uria referring to urine. He was urinating excessively. Earlier the day before, CG was with his friends. They like to make fun of where they live. It's a boring place. Nothing ever happens, but this time, they were going to make something happen. One of the friends, Jake, had recently strained his neck and he slept funny one night. Looking for some kind of therapy, Jake found pain relief cream. He heard it had some medicine in it, but it's also minty. You'll feel a burn. You'll focus on that burn and you won't feel pain anymore. Jake applied some of this cream on his neck, and then right after, he had to use the bathroom with a burning hot. He spent the next 30 minutes in a world of hurt to the point where he felt nauseous. If there's a way to get someone to rub a whole tube of this cream in between their legs, it'll be the funniest thing I'll ever see, he thought. One day, while everyone was hanging out, Jake ate a piece of 3-week-old pizza. He's a king right now. As the friends laughed in his face, he felt embarrassed. Then he seized the opportunity. He challenged them. Eat a piece of the pizza or rub a tube of this pain relief cream in between your legs. One or the other. Otherwise, you're leaving my house. Clearly, this was a nonsense game. Bored teenagers, but they were determined.